Today we will be discussing about India relief features. There, when we talk about different physiographic divisions in India, we have lot of diversity in physiographic divisions of India. When we talk about Himalayas in North, they are of height more than 6,100 meters of elevation. When we talk about some areas near in Kerala, they are very close to sea level. And when we talk about central highlands, they are in between Kerala lowlands and the Himadri peaks. So in this manner, we have wide variety of differences in physical features of India. Whenever we talk about relief, we always talk about differences in height from one place to another. We have so many differences. If we move from one part of India to another, we can experience wide variety of changes. We will be discussing about all these features in India, all these physical features of India in detail in this chart. Before we discuss in detail about India physical features, let's discuss about some of the important points related to India. India is 7th largest country in the world. So, in terms of size, it is 7th largest. The other 6 countries which are larger than India are Russia, Canada, USA, China, Brazil and Australia. These 7 are largest countries in terms of size. As you can see there, we have 7 largest countries. 7th position held by India. India occupies 2.41% of total landmass and its population is 17.5% of total population. India is the second highest populated country in the world, followed by China. So when we talk about India, we have so much to discuss. Before discussing about all those physical features and so much about India, let's discuss about latitudes and longitudes of India. The latitudes of India are 8 degrees 4 minutes north and 37 degrees 6 minutes north. India is located completely in North Hemisphere. So, the part to the north of equator we call it as Northern Hemisphere. The part to the south of equator we call it as Southern Hemisphere. Based on prime meridian, we divided the globe into 2 parts. They are Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere. India lies in Eastern Hemisphere when we talk about when we divide the globe based on prime meridian. When we talk about division based on equator, India is located in Northern Hemisphere. So almost 30 latitudes are passing through India. So when we talk about latitudes, these latitudes are important for estimation of climate or explanation of climatic conditions in a particular area. Most part of India experiences tropical climate. As Tropic of Cancer divides India almost into 2 equal parts, the part to the north of Tropic of Cancer will have low temperatures when compared to the parts which are close to equator or which are to the south of Tropic of Cancer. So the climate in South India will be completely different from climate of North India. So when we talk about this latitudinal extent, it is almost it covers 3,214 kilometers from Kanyakumari to Indirapur. So Kanyakumari is the southernmost point of Indian mainland. But when we talk about southernmost latitude of Indian Union, it is Great Nicobar. That point we call it as Indira Point. It is located exactly at 6 degrees 4 minutes north latitude. Indian Union, southernmost point is Indira Point. When we talk about Indian mainland, Kanyakumari is the southernmost point. The total distance is 3,214 kilometers. When we talk about total coastal line of India, it is 7,516.6 kilometers. Total land boundary is 15,200 kilometers. With so much diversity in terms of landform, so much diversity in terms of people, so much diversity in types in terms of vegetation, in terms of crops, in terms of people, culture, traditions. India is highly diversified country. So in this diversified country, with a distance of more than 3,214 kilometers from north to south or south to north, and almost 2,933 kilometers from west border to east border, from Sar Creek in Gujarat to Kibitu in Arunachal Pradesh. These are the westernmost and easternmost boundaries. Ran of Sar Creek in Ran of Kutch, that is in Gujarat, and Kibitu in Arunachal Pradesh. These are westernmost and easternmost boundaries of India. The distance is 2,933 kilometers. Why then a doubt will arise? Almost the number of latitudes and number of longitudes are same. 68 degrees 7 minutes east to 97 degrees 25 minutes is longitudes. This is longitudinal range of India, and 8 degrees 4 minutes to 37 degrees 6 minutes is latitudinal range of India. Then why this difference is arising? The difference in distances is arising because the distance between two latitudes is same, but the distance between two longitudes is not same. If you take distance between any two latitudes, the distance will be always same. But when we talk about distance between two longitudes, it will be equal near equator, and it gradually decreases from equator to pole. By the time it reaches, all the longitudes reach the pole, the distance will become 0 between each longitude. All longitudes will meet at pole. So when we talk about these latitudes and longitudes of India, it is important to know about their use throughout the world. When we talk about latitudes and longitudes, these are lines which are useful for identifying a particular place accurately on the globe. The use of latitude is different when we consider it individually. The use of longitude is different, but in combination they are useful for identifying a particular location accurately on the globe. When we talk about latitude, latitude is useful for estimation of climate. Longitude is useful for calculation of time. So when we talk about latitude, we have so many important latitudes, like 0 degrees, we call it as equator. 23 degrees 30 minutes east, 23 degrees 30 minutes north, we have Tropic of Cancer. 23 degrees 30 minutes south, we have Tropic of Capricorn. We have Arctic Circle and Antarctic Circle at 66 degrees 30 minutes north, we have Arctic Circle. 66 degrees 30 minutes south, we have Antarctic Circle, and we have South Pole and North Pole at 90 degrees south, we have South Pole, and 90 degrees north, we have North Pole. When we talk about the longitudes, these are 360 in number. Latitudes are 90 on both sides of equator. 90 to the south of equator, 90 to the north of equator. When we talk about longitudes, the important longitudes are 0 degrees longitude and 180 degrees longitude. These are longitudes without direction. The remaining longitudes will have direction. 1 to 179 east and 1 to 179 west. These are useful for calculation of time. How this time will be calculated? So the time calculation is dependent on degrees around the globe. As we consider Earth as circle, we consider it as 360 degrees. The total degrees that will be covered will be 360 degrees. The total time that Earth takes to complete one complete rotation is 24 hours. 360 degrees of rotation will be completed in 24 hours. So 1 degree of rotation will be completed in 4 minutes. 1 degree of rotation will be completed in 4 minutes. Based on this, the calculation of time will be done. And we have two rules, they are EGA and WLS. East gain add and west loss subtract. When you travel towards east, you have to add 4 minutes per east longitude. When you travel towards west, we have to subtract 4 minutes per each degree. But how the calculation of time in India will be done? Because the problem is we have 30 longitudes. 68 degrees 7 minutes east to 97 degrees 25 minutes east. So when we calculate time in Gujarat, that will be 2 hours back when compared to the time in Arunachal Pradesh. The time in Arunachal Pradesh will be 2 hours forward when compared to the time of Gujarat. Why this is happening? As we already discussed, 1 degree equal to 4 minutes. And here from prime meridian, our country is located to the east side. How many degrees? Take Gujarat first. 68 degrees. 68 into 4. Approximately 240 plus 32. 272. Approximately 4 hours 30 minutes. Same. Consider Arunachal Pradesh longitude. Easternmost. 97 degrees 25. Then it will be 97 into 4. So 100 into 4, 400, subtract 12, 388, almost 390. Then it will be 6 hours 30 minutes. So Gujarat time will be 4 hours 30 minutes forward to the time in prime meridian. And Arunachal Pradesh time will be 6 hours 30 minutes forward to Greenwich prime meridian. To avoid this confusion, what is considered? IST. What is IST? Indian Standard Time. How it is considered? The line passing through approximately center of country, that is 82 degrees 30 minutes, is considered as standard meridian of India. To avoid confusion in calculation of time, as we already discussed, if we calculate based on longitude, what will happen? The problem that will arise is the time will be different at each longitude, even though the extent is so much, 30 degrees extent. Almost how many time zones are passing through India? 60 to 75 time zone is passing. We have 24 time zones. Each 15 degrees is considered as one time zone. So 60 to 75 one time zone, 75 to 90 one time zone, 90 to 105 one time zone. So 3 time zones are passing through India. Even though even if we calculate time based on time zone, we have to consider 3 time zones. To avoid all these confusions, we are considering a single longitude, that is 82 degrees 30 minutes east. By using that line, we are considering it as we are considering the same time for people throughout the country. That is how the calculation of time will be done. And we also discussed about why the difference in distance in latitudinal extent and longitudinal extent is present. As we already discussed, the distance between 2 latitudes is same, but the distance between 2 longitudes is not same. It decreases from equator to pole. That is why the distance from north to south or south to north is 3214 kilometers, and the distance between west to east or east to west is 2933 kilometers. This is about the latitudes and the longitudes of India. So what kind of questions will come from this topic? So as we already know, India got separated from Gondwana land due to tectonic plate movement. What are the internal forces responsible for formation of India? Or what are the internal forces responsible for formation of different physical features of India? What are the external forces that led to formation of different physical features of India? And almost when we talk about mapping skills, AS5, mapping skills, direct and indirect map pointings are very, very important, like southernmost latitude of Indian mainland, southernmost latitude of Indian Union, the easternmost point, westernmost point. All these are very, very important, right? And it is also, we are supposed to remember information related to Tropic of Cancer, like it is passing through center of the country, and it passes through 8 states. They are Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura. All these are states. We have 8 states. They are Rajasthan, followed by Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, followed by Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Tripura, Mizoram. These are the 8 states through which Tropic of Cancer is passing. When we talk about IST passes through 5 states in India. They are Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Orissa and Andhra Pradesh. It passes through 5 states in India. Tropic of Cancer passes through 8 states in India. IST passes through 5 states in India. And the next topic we are going to discuss is geological background of India.